All right, two things. Reason why we're not shooting outside. Haven't found a spot yet, and it's 104 degrees. You can miss me with that. I'm not going out there to shoot. I don't get paid for that no more. It ain't what I do. So I'm not going outside to shooting that. So I guess for the next couple weeks, you guys, or well, 2-3 weeks, I'm gonna get up to Alaska and start shooting up there. But until then, bear with me. We'll start doing training videos. We'll do dry fire videos and things of that nature. So today we're gonna dry fire with pistol. Maybe we'll do a couple rifle, probably not. But I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna walk it through step by step, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so first parts first. We're gonna go over the belt real quick. I'm not gonna go into detail on every piece, but I'm gonna talk about how putting it on and then going from there. But real quick, everything, all my pouches and everything, because I keep getting asked about that, high speed gear. Matter of fact, I think I have a code or something like that. That ain't bad or that ain't bad 19. Anyways, pistol holsters, the clips, everything you need. Now, when putting a belt on, I struggle with two things. Sometimes I got a belly, sometimes I ain't. Don't judge me for it, it is what it is. I had to loosen this up a little bit because I've been gaining a little bit of weight here lately. But when you put a belt on, a lot of people will tell you, get the holster where you want it first, and then everything else wraps in around there. Now me personally, what I like to do is I like to have my 9mm mags right where I know where I pull them, by my front pocket, and I wrap it around, and then I move my holster to where I want it on my hip, and then I secure it in. And I leave mine just a little bit loose so that I can move it back and forth a little bit, and then if I find where I want it, stack it in there. This is everything you can do at home because this is all I do at home. Gun's empty. Bang. That'd been awkward. Every mag is empty. And I check each and every mag. Empty. Now, obviously, as you guys know, or for people just now tuning in, when you're going to pull a mag and you're in your workspace and you're going to go reload that gun, when you pull that pistol mag out, you put it in this L-shaped grip, you grab it with your finger pointing forward in your workspace, guide it in, and your hand sends it home. And then you can decock or let it go like this, or you can rack it and let it go. But make sure you set this up for success. If you ever put this in backwards and you're in go mode, you really messed up. Let me tell you that right now, because then you're like, oh shit. So put them forward all the time, flat part coming to the back. Now, here's what we're going to practice. A couple drills right here. This is going to make you a lot quicker and a lot faster. Guns in your normal holster, get in your normal stance, square up to the target. You know how it goes. Chest here, that way if I was wearing something for airsoft or whatever, it doesn't hurt as bad when it hits the chest, something like that. Anyways, a lot of people don't know this trick, and I'm going to point towards the camera lady, just so you guys know this, but we're empty. We've already shown it. Bang, desk pop. When was my last one? Last year. Anyways, I'm going to stand in a normal spot like I'm squared up to the target, and a lot of people will keep their gun normal in their holster. Boom, they'll pull out, they're taught, hey, boom, drop your mag, grab a new one in, rack it, come back in, bam. All right, let's eliminate that. When I dry fire, I put it like this. And I'll show you why I put it like this. Put it in my holster. This creates two things. When I come in and I grab it, I'm not hitting this top part. It's making my hands work to come in and grab the right spot on the pistol, no matter what, at all times. Even if I'm not looking, I have to come back a little bit. I'm not able to shoot straight down, or I'm going to jam that part of the gun, and it's going to be terrible. So I keep it in the holster like that. Another reason why I do that is I'm here, grab the gun, punch out. You can still squeeze off the trigger and practice a couple pulls, acting like you're hitting something. Then you turn, drop, grab your mag with an L shape, guide it in, and as you guide it in, drop it, punch back out, do what you need to do. Then I'll re-rack it like that, set it back in my holster, pick up my two mags, put them back in for success. Now we're going to start slow. So I put my hands out here. I know you guys see a lot of people putting your hands down here or like this because they do the competitions or whatever. Hey, if you do competitions, do it that way. That way you can pull up and go from here. But half the time you're ever in a situation, whether you're practicing or whatever you're doing, your hands are usually working. You're usually doing something. You're moving around, you're manipulating a rifle, you're walking indoors, you're doing something, and your hands are always right here. So we train that way. And when I say that, I just mean like I decided to train that way. So I stick my hands out here, and the minute that I decide it's go time, my left hand comes to my chest, and I'll explain why here in a minute. Left hand comes to the chest, right hand comes down, establishes that grip, thumb on the lever, so I can pull that gun up. So I'm here, chest, pull up, gun meets, marry up the grip, punch out, do whatever you need to do. Now, time for a reload. I decide when that reload is. Flip it, drop it, pull it out. See, look, right there. When I was looking at you guys, see how I came in at that angle? Now, that's the whole point of dry firing. I grab it back out, stop, go slow, guide it in, send it home, reestablish that grip, punch out, do what you need to do. I want you guys to just do that slow a few times. So I'm here, drop in, point at the target, drop it, guide it, drop it, move in, scan your area, relock it, put it back in your holster. Now, other than my dog licking the magazines, thanks for that, boy. Put them things back in there. The reason we do this for 45 minutes a night, for one, pick a target, pick a target, pick a target, pick a target, doesn't matter. Pick a gun in your room, pick a painting in your room, whatever that is. Come up, do 3 shots. So I'm here, slow, walk it into steps. Bam, pull up, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm empty. Drop the mag workspace, guide it in, send it home. 2, 3, 4. Come back, good to go. Start super slow. A lot of people want to get out there. That's the problem with dry firing a lot is people are like, oh, I gotta be fast, I gotta be fast. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I know you've heard it in the garage videos when I was showing you guys the rifles and some of these same drills. But you gotta be a master of the basics to get really good. So, super slow, touch points, grab the gun, my hand touches my chest as my hand grabs the gun. Pull it, I'm pointing towards the target. My hand's gonna marry up, suck in, squeeze off a few rounds. Practice like reset real quick, grab that reset. You're not gonna feel it fully because the gun's locked back. But you're gonna punch, boom, boom, boom. Turn, drop the mag. Grab it, load it, here, turn back in. Click your 1 click, 2, 3, 4, wherever. Lock it back, put it back into your mag. So I'm gonna show you a couple new drills that we're gonna do also that'll help out a little bit, but just master these, man. Master these, because no matter what, if you stand in your room, in your house, in your closet, wherever you are, if you just practice this, bam, drop, reload, suck it back in, go, and that becomes second nature to you. Now when I'm walking, everything is just boom. You're back into the mix, you're in the motion, and then we'll go over some more stuff about that. All right, I'm gonna talk about a couple more things real quick. You see a lot of guys on YouTube and all these other situations doing like bill drills, now drills, whatever. They're like, look how fast my bill drill is, look at this. Not dogging them, man. They're out there shooting guns, they're training, they're being better at something than most of the population even cares to be. I got nothing but respect for it, not my style, I'll tell you why, but they're getting after it. So you see a lot of people, they practice, they're stuck in a spot, they're here, they're ready, they're like robots, they do it 100,000 times a day. They're bam, as fast as they can, bam, 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 bam. Okay, and they're like, check out my timer. Okay, you take that same exact guy, and I'm not dogging nobody. I'm just talking about real world experiences here. Not dogging that guy. If I take that guy who's used to shoulders apart, squared up, boom, whatever they're doing, build that muscle memory, that fast twitch muscles, bam. Now if I change them, I put this leg forward, I make them twist, something goes off over here, but they're looking forward, timer goes off, the difference between them going is going to be different. Not everything's going to be the same. That's why I'm telling you, for real world experience, practice it in so many different scenarios. So practice over here, I'm like this, pull your gun, shoot, practice, shoot. Always being different. You're never going to be like this. I can tell you this right now. You will never be like this and an enemy stands in front of you. Oh yeah, enemy's right here. It's time. Practice this. Nope. You're going to be like this, walking, whatever, in your airsoft match or whatever. boom, crack off shots, turn, cracking off shots over there, whatever it is. And then you're gonna have to be like, bam, you come here, you're reloading, and you're, boom, you gotta get into it. So practice the build drill, however you guys do it. Sit there, stare at the same one. I got it in under a second, whatever. Cool, let's start moving. The thing I try to tell people is, you see a lot of dudes that are quick. Let me change something up for you. This still kicks my ass and everybody else's ass. So let's say you're on the second story of a building in a paintball match and you have the opposing team coming in, but you're on the second deck. You're down from your rifle's down, got your pistol, whatever that is. You have a squirter, a airsoft guy that comes around the other side. If I need to come down and shoot like this over a balcony, and then I need to reload down here, technically this is still my workspace. Instead of me going like this, I'm still gonna need to keep my eyes on the target. So I'm here, you're gonna have to go like this and reload down here. May it be practical for everybody else? Probably not. But the whole reason for dry fire training is so that you get good in any scenario. You start walking. So I'm here, I'm moving. As I'm walking, I'm coming in and I'm shooting. So what we want to build is constant reps. And you start slow, like I said, slow, smooth, smooth, fast. I'm here, punch out, reload, boom. And then what you're gonna wanna do, everyone does it. Every single person does it who dry fires. The whole point of dry firing is to push yourself to failure. Dry fire is not, oh, look how fast I am at this rep. It's push yourself super fast, oh, fumble it and be like, why did I fumble that? Dial it back down a little bit. Okay, that's why I fumbled it. Boom, that's why I fumbled it. So you come here to your ability. See how I fumbled it? Look, right there. That's the whole point of dry firing. So I know I'm back in it, punch out, and I'm like, okay, I messed that up. That was because I kept my gun like this. I didn't turn it fully, and I didn't guide that mag in. So now I'm here, still keep the same speed. Boom. You don't need a timer. You don't need any of that stuff. You just hold yourself accountable. Now, granted, over time, if someone decides you're going to use a timer, it adds that extra stress, fine. But I want you to sit here in that room, and I want you to, bam, bam, lock it back in, put it in your holster, shoot, drop it, put it in your holster. Now, move around your room. Do little circles while you're doing it. Lock it back, start spinning. So stand here. You're going to see my back for a second. Spin, whatever, and then when you decide, now, boom, keep spinning. Boom, keep spinning. Move around. Make yourself being able to move in all situations. Because it goes back to the whole reason people train for paper and targets and stuff like that, so they can build the baseline. Okay, build drill, now drill, to the chest, one to the head, whatever. 1, 2, 1. Okay, cool. That was fast. I get a little faster. 1, 2, 1. All right, cool. Now, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Reload. Boom. Back in. Dry fire, dry fire, dry fire. If you have any questions on anything with the pistol, you let me know. Keep it locked back to the rear. People are going to ask me if it damages your gun. This one right here went through 40,000 rounds live and 100,000 pulls dry. So I have no idea. Doesn't ruin the gun in my opinion. Plus, train with it. We'll go over a little bit of concealed carry here soon on another video because I'm going to buy a holster for it so I can show you guys a little bit because I'm not going to show you without a holster. But I'll do one last drill run through, show you guys, work it. And I'm going to push it fast so that I fail and then I see where I'm failing and why I'm failing. And then I'll show you one more drill. So I'm here. Boom. Okay. I need to push it a little bit faster because I slowed down on this. So I'm here. Okay. Push yourself a little faster. Rule of thumb, you don't stop dry firing until you get 5 perfect reloads at a fast speed to you. So I'm here, fast, push it. Okay, let's push it again. Boom. See that? See how I fumbled? That's exactly why we train that. So now, in a scenario where I'm gonna reload, and I'm not pushing myself for time, if I'm slower, boom, I'm back into the fight. So, I'm gonna show you one more drill after this, and we'll call it a day. All right, let me dial something back real quick. I should have said this before and I didn't. Still learning how to do this. When you're doing this and you're getting your sight picture on your weapon, I'm pulling and it's looking super fast. That's only because I've done it thousands and thousands of times. And I can point shoot by looking through here, and right when it hits, I'm hitting. So what I need to tell you guys is when you're doing these dry fires, if you have it in and you pull it up and you push out, align your sights to where you have everything lined up. Use that blink trick that I told you guys. So as you punch up here, blink your non-dominant eye and you're on. Make sure you get that sight picture before you squeeze that trigger. So you see me coming up here and I go like that, but that's just because I've done so many repetitions where this right here, I'm on. So I've practiced that. This is what dry firing is all about. So when you lock it back, it doesn't change it when you're doing these dry fire drills. As you pull that gun out, I'm here, I'm still getting my sight picture. It's just a little bit closer to your face. So you're still doing that blink. I had to let you guys know that real quick. So before you get too deep into it, do that. Now for the drill, this is what I do, because it helps out quite a bit in my scenarios, and I think it'll help out in yours. Take a shirt, blindfold yourself, okay? You're just in your room, so it doesn't really matter. Make sure you cannot see. And there's no reason for me to cheat because I'm trying to better myself, so why would I sit here and cheat? Make sure everything's good. Lights are shut out. You can't see anything. You don't have night vision. You don't have nothing. This is just to build that muscle memory. You'll start super slow. So I'm here. Shoot. Reload. Shoot. Rack it. Put it back in your holster. You're doing all this where you can't see anything. And I'll explain why here in a minute. I know it sounds ridiculous. Just bear with me here. Now I'm here. Shoot. Reload. Back into it. All you got to do is pull your blindfold up a little bit. Put it back in. Find your mags. Now, we'll do it again. I'm going to do it at my speed. Probably going to mess up. That's the whole point of dry firing, until you don't mess up. So I'm here. Boom. Boom. I'm going to put it back in. Still can't see a dang thing. Boom. Mess that up. Boom. So what I would do is I would keep doing that until I got about 5 right. Start at your own speed. Don't have to go super, super fast. I've just been doing this a long time, so now when my eyes are actually open and nothing's blacked out, now I can actually see. So I'm here, I see it. Boom. And then it turns into something where, okay, boom, boom. Now that may not be Usain Bolt record speed, but I can do that in all directions. Most can't. You can do it down here. Someone's on the upper deck. Boom, I need to reload. Come in. Always need to be prepared. Moving around. Move around, move around, move around. Don't just stand still. Oh, I got my timer. Under a second. Under a second. Under a second. 5 seconds. Move around. Challenge yourself. Make yourself close your eyes. Manipulate that weapon. Feel it. See? Look. You can feel it. When I wasn't looking, this is where I went. Guide it. Feel it. Push it. Keep your eyes closed. Try to find your holster. You messed that up quite a bit. That's the whole point of dry firing. Here. Here. Train, 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 train. All right. That's pistol dry fire drills. Move around in your room, do circles, drop them on the ground, move around, do it from a knee. Show you guys this from a knee real quick because I'm not trying to go too far into this. I'm here, or even if I have to do here. Let's say I'm here addressing something right here on the ground, whatever that may be. My holster and everything is pushed into my hip. So now what am I going to do? I have to turn a little bit, punch on a knee, guide it in, shoot. Okay? Go to the other knee. Oh, hey, you know, hey, oh, shit. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. You're going to have to lean. See that? Lean, because if I'm here, look at that grab. So you have to lean punch it, go to work, do what you need to do. So practice that. Do a whole bunch of different positions. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer. I know I tried to answer all the old comments, but there was about 1,000 of them, so I got nothing but respect for you guys, but I couldn't get to every single one of them. So I listened to everything you guys said. I'm going to try a podcast maybe once a month. Collaborations? Probably not. And we're just going to keep on sending this. So, thank you, and that ain't bad.